Hello everyone, it's Matt here from Music Fusion, and if you don't know already, we have been trialing a thing called Studio in the Box during the lockdown. What that has been is a home studio kit that we've been building and placing in our young people's houses so they can still get their free music opportunities. This has been home recording, this has been guitar lessons and tutoring, vocal tutoring, one-to-one sessions, production, you name it. And we've been remotely accessing these units, been in Zoom calls and just going through normal one-to-one sessions how we would normally do at our studio, but through the magic of the internet. What this has led to is a lot of people asking myself and others, how do I record at home? Where do I get this stuff from? And how do I do it on a bit of a budget? What I thought I'd do is make a little kind of informative video on where you can go and get this stuff, what you need to be looking for, and how much around it's going to cost you, and how you can build it up and make it better as you go along. So hopefully this video is of some use to you guys, and if it is, let us know, and if you do have any questions, feel free to send us a message. Now the first thing we're going to do is we're going to go to Amazon. Now before I get into it, just have a look at the top left hand corner where it says smileamazon.co.uk. If you sign up to Amazon Smile for free, you can select a charity that you want to support. This means every time that you make a purchase on Amazon make a donation to that charity. You'll also see that it says I'm supporting Fusion Plus. That's the trading name for Music Fusion. So every time that I make a purchase on Amazon, Amazon make a donation to Music Fusion. So you could be helping people whilst you're getting some furniture for your house, or if you got to buy some new batteries for your Xbox controller, or if you are building a home studio and you buy some stuff from Amazon, make sure you sign up to Amazon Smile so you can help Music Fusion. That being said, let's get on with this. So the first thing you'll see on your screen is the Focusrite Scarlett Solo 3rd Gen. This is the newest one, and this is the one that we have been putting on our young people's houses. It's very, very useful for recording vocals, and it can also record guitars. You have one XLR in, you have one jack in. It has phantom power, and you can also plug in headphones at the front, and you can put in some monitor speakers at the back. It has got a USB-C plug at the back, and they give you a USB-C to USB 3 cable. If you had, say, a new MacBook without USB 3s, you could either get a dongle online, which we've been using, or you can get a USB-C to USB-C lead for about £6 or £7 on Amazon as well. Make sure you sign up to Amazon Smile. But yeah, these units are amazing, and they're so snappy, they're so easy to set up, they're plug and play pretty much with whatever door you have. And if you do need to install a driver for whatever reason, they are so easy to find online. And Focusrite, they're generally an amazing company, and they look out for their customers. At the moment, it's £90 on Amazon. Other places you'll find it for at least about £130. So getting under £100 is amazing. £90 is even better. If you were looking to get the one up from this, it would be the 2i2. Again, very, very strong unit. 2 XLRs, two jacks, and both can be phantom powered, which is pretty cool as well. A little bit more expensive, but again, you can't knock it. You cannot knock these Scarlett units. They're amazing. And so that's kind of what I'd suggest. What you'll see a lot of online as well is you'll see these bundles. Now the Scarlett bundle is great, but it might be a little bit too far out your price range, especially for £320 on Amazon. So what I want to show you is where to get a good microphone, a set of headphones, an Xlr Lead, and all the other things that you might need during to set up your home studio. So what we'll do is we'll skip over these 3 tabs here, and we'll go to this one here. So this is just your normal Xlr Lead. A couple meters is pretty good, so you can get it for £10 here. If you want to get different colors and make it funky, you can. I'd say get about 2 meters if you want to give yourself a little bit of distance from your setup. Say you're recording someone else and you've got your mic stand set up somewhere that's kind of acoustically nice. You're going to want that little bit of distance and cabling, so that's pretty good. always check ratings and things like that, and make sure they're solid, and go for it really. But this seems like a pretty good one, so you can't really knock it till you try it, I guess. Microphone wise, I would recommend this at the moment. This is the AKG P120. It's a studio condenser mic. Normally over £100 on Amazon, it's just under 90, and they've also just reduced it to £67.60, so it's like 25% off. Would 100% recommend something like this for people that are starting off. Again, very, very simple to use. It's got a couple it's got a bass cut filter, so if you want to switch that off, it's pretty good for vocals and things like that. And you can't really knock AKG's microphones. They've been a solid brand. They're something that colleges use quite a lot, but you can always do some research online and find a decent studio condenser recording microphone if you don't want to go for this. Again, this is just my recommendations, but if you want to do your own research, you're more than welcome to. That being said, you get a nice pair of over-ear headphones. I picked these ones here because they're under £30. They come with a mini jack and a 1/4" jack adapter, so they'll plug straight into your Focusrite, but they will also, they can be used for your phone if you want to check mixes and things like that on other people's devices. They're really good. And yeah, it's good they pick up a good range of sounds, a good range of frequencies, and for £30 for a starter pair of headphones, it's not too bad, and they've got good reviews. Again, do some research, check your reviews, and see how other people are getting on with them. An important thing here, which I probably could have found a better or a cheaper version of, is just a microphone stand, but this is something that goes without saying. Just find a nice solid microphone stand. It could be with a boom. I like this one because it came with a boom, and it also had some free adjustable clips. This could be good for cable management, or if you want to put sort of like a music stand on it and things like that, you can attach it, which is pretty good. But again, just have a little shop around. A pop filter, this one, I don't like the spring clip ones, I like the twisty ones, but for £6, this is something that you need to get for your vocal recording. Just chuck it in the basket, buy it. £6, you cannot beat it. Just go for it. I get asked a lot about the isolation shields and whether or not they're useful. I can take them or leave them, but if you want to make it look authentic for £30, this isolation cover is pretty good. You can also maneuver it a little bit and get the angle that you want to eliminate the interference, as they say, and any sort of noise pollution that you might get. So if you're recording in a bedroom and you've got massive windows, then maybe this is something that you might want, just to shield that sort of noise emission. But for £30, this is pretty good. Again, do some research, find some other ones. There are some really expensive ones out there, but this one was pretty good, and it had decent reviews. As far as shock mounts and cradles go, this one was pretty good for under £20. It's quite universal, and it would fit the microphone that I suggested. And then I did give you a second one as well, which is this Niwa one. Again, universal, so attached nicely onto the microphone, but you could find one that fits perfectly for your microphone if you want. You can also get some that come with the cradle, which is always a massive benefit and something I'd recommend. But again, if we're doing this on a budget, this one was less than, I think this was like £16, which is pretty good. And then something that I just think's a bonus and can be useful is just kind of a 1/4" jack extension cable, something to plug your headphones into. So like I said earlier, with the XLR, putting some extra length on it, if you're recording someone else, there's no good having the extra length on the microphone if the headphones aren't going to reach it. So something like this for £8 is pretty good. I'm not saying get 6 meters. This is just the first one that I could find, but have a little search around and they can be quite useful. Pulling back to a couple of these tabs, I just wanted to show you 2 sets of speakers, some monitors that I thought would be pretty good. They sit nicely on a desktop. If you are going to get these eventually, you might want to invest in some desktop speaker stands, which you can get for £30, around about that anyway. Gorilla stands. I can put a link for that into the description as well. But yeah, these M Audio ones, very, very solid, very good ratings as well. Clear sound, especially if you're doing a little bit of production and things like that. And comes with everything that you might need. I'm pretty sure it does anyway. I would double check, make sure you got all your cables that you need. So those ones are pretty good. And then the other ones I was going to recommend are these Mackie CR3s, 3-inch monitors. Again, very, very solid. Do the job, have got amazing ratings. Maybe not as much as the other ones I showed, but still, I think they're pretty good. And then just onto that as well, what I wanted to say is I just showed you a pair of monitors for £72. You might be looking, oh, those are pretty good, but what about these M Audios? Just be very careful when you're buying these, because I've seen people spend silly amounts and end up with one, because it's singular, one piece. So here, single, £74, pair is £161. So make sure you're always buying a pair so you don't get robbed and you don't rob yourself, because I've seen it happen and you just feel a little bit silly because you spent all that money and all you have is one monitor speaker. When you do buy your Scarlett, you do get a door included, which is Ableton Live Lite. It's a good one. If you like Ableton, it's good. But I did have 3 recommendations here. If you're running Mac, definitely 100% go for Logic Pro. Logic X at the moment is free for 90 days. If you get a chance to go for it, go for it. They do educational discounts as well, so if you're in school or college, you can get a discount, or there's so many ways to get discounts on this, but go for it, learn and make the most of an amazing program. Another one is Cubase Elements. Again, you could get a trial and then test it out. This is the bare minimum of Cubase at the moment, but for £85 for the full version of Elements, it's pretty good. But again, what I'd say is get some trials and see what's best for you. And then the other one I was going to suggest is Fruity Loops, or FL Studio, which is on Windows and Mac now. Their trials are always amazing, and once you invest in Fruity Loops, you get unlimited updates, which is really cool. I think that's what they do, but you can't knock it. If you're looking at production and stuff like that and learning, then get this. So yeah, that's kind of the video. I hope it's been some sort of use for you guys. Don't forget, if you are going to purchase any of this on Amazon, sign up to Amazon Smile, because every time you make a purchase, Amazon will make a donation directly to Music Fusion to help them continue to support young people in challenging life circumstances. And yeah, don't be afraid to do your own research. Don't be afraid to compare. Don't think that you have to rush into it or anything like that. Setting up a home studio is a personal thing, really, and you want to make it as fun and exciting as you possibly can, as well as comfortably. So don't rush. I think minus the speakers, if you were to get the bundle, that would cost you £320. If you were to get everything but the monitor speakers, it was under £280. So I think it was around about that, and that's getting trials as well. So you don't necessarily have to go for monitor straight away. You can go for headphones and work your way up to getting some monitor speakers, but at the moment, this is what I suggest. I might do a video in the future on computers, whether that's building a Mac online or a Windows computer. But at the moment, this is kind of where we're at for people that have already got access to a computer but want to get the equipment and the programs that they need to be able to record at home. So yeah, I've been Matt. Hopefully this has been some sort of use to you guys. If you do have any questions, just drop them down and I'll try and get back to you. And enjoy making music at home. It's really cool to be able to do this and see what people can make in the comfort of their own living rooms or their bedrooms and things like that. So yeah, enjoy it, make some music, and hopefully I'll see you on the next one. Peace.